I'm going to mute you guys on this laptop so I can on the so
Bah.
I'm going to mute you guys on this laptop so I can on the so I'm going to mute you guys on this laptop so I can on the
Bah. Oh, it's
I'm
takes
going to mute
years
you guys
of training
on this laptop so I can on the
to become a veteran podsmith.
Okay. Or seeing the live stream audio wise, something's a little like I can hear it sometimes, but it like repeated the same thing I said about leaving, but I don't know. Okay. Okay. Cooperate. Okay, cool.
All right. Where? Three old men. Yeah. I remember back when you could OTK with the Sasanawo and we liked it. Ooh. Oh. I'm feeling pretty jazzed. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. I've been doing pretty good. I also have been very, very excited about this episode. I've been a huge fan of Golden Nova for a while, and I've always been living the dream, being with the person I'm a huge fan of as Jello. So it's nice to work with two great people in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Other than that, I'm happy that we'll talk about it later, of course, but I'm happy about the drought because I will be saving some money, but that doesn't stop me from buying like collections and stuff from people who have old product in there. But ultimately, I'm doing pretty good. Will today be the day that we don't?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Golden Nova. My content consists of talking about archetypes that Yugi organization has already translated, and then playing those decks badly on stream for everyone to see. um. Oh God, you say that, and I just want to launch into my. Make sure to follow my Twitter and Discord and tell my juicy word. No. No, just check out my channel. I've got all the links over there. Whenever we're done here, if anything interests you, please give it a looky look.
I did secretly with the a magic I guess hiding your phone during school time and stuff maneuvers. I messaged my girlfriend and she did say not being able to hear Jello. And then in the chat, the Death Machine says that we Golden Nova and I are frozen. So I don't know. And that is true. I'm looking at the YouTube video. At least I can see Golden Nova and I are frozen right now.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the screenshot right now. It looks like I'm about to have a little like a little lizard tongue come out. Okay, so while we're frozen, and we're audible, ice barriers. That seems on topic.
How are you feeling about the new support?
Man, I would have to have any experience on how ice barriers are actually played to have an opinion. Like I look at those effects and I'm all like, great, this is cool. Synchros sounds busted. I embarrassed myself a little while ago because I was like, yo, this only needs 2 materials, and I guess they changed the translation afterwards, or I misread it.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, but I know there was an issue. Artists with an afro mentioned like something about I think bringing out Trishula with the effect or something where I was messed up with the materials and stuff. So I don't know. I was probably in the same boat with misunderstanding it, or someone might have mistranslated. The biggest news, though, I guess, about the Ice Barrier structure deck is that since the cover art was released, I think it's pretty confirmed that Trishula is the only one that's getting a retrain because the Brionic is still the same, and no one cares about what is it, Deloran. So I think he was on there too, but I don't even know. But he was probably the same. And I guess Gungnir. I don't know. Ice Barriers are a little out of my my knowledge as well.
Okay, yep, I can confirm that on my end. Which I wouldn't know that because I don't have my phone open or anything on that. That'd be wouldn't know that.
I too have a problem. I spend all my money on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Actually I think it was in your deck profile. So double shout out on that one there. You mentioned you only spend money on cards and food, and I really felt that.
Maybe if I eat the hungry burger, I won't be hungry.
Oh, like how Van Gogh would eat his paint because he couldn't afford like food and paint.
That's some good Carmine. Send Jello your energy, audience. Go.
Yeah, and on my end, seeing us like in this meeting, everything's good. You, Jello, sometimes do freeze for a second, but your audio still keeps going. But So it's something along between this meeting and the actual streaming that's an issue. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool.
So there's something between Zoom and OBS, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Zoom was the chosen one during all of this, and then it had to go fail us.
Yeah. We really got to switch over.
You were supposed to bring balance to the communication systems, not join them.
Okay, so I think we're good now. Chat, if you could send me a sign. Still can't see casual. Perfect. There's the sign that we need.
I did take 2 semesters of sign language. I didn't remember any of it.
There we go. Okay, relinquish so that they can hear us now. Or hear you now.
Okay, cool. I can now.
Okay. Yes. Ha! I did it. I did it.
Victory!
Do the thing.
Really low, though.
Barnacles. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Is that better?
My girlfriend says all 3 good.
Okay.
As of right now, so.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so but while this raft is stable, I guess for lack of a better term, while this raft is slowly taking water before it sinks. Let's get on with the show. All right. So for those of you who did not hear me for the first 15 minutes, we have Golden Nova Yugioh on with us tonight. How you doing? They probably are
doing good to you and the audience. How's it going, everyone?
It's good to have you on. It's really good to have you on. Just a little tidbit for the audience. Golden Nova was actually one of the first guests that we wanted to have on, but JC and I were both very nervous about having guests on, so we did push the schedule back a little bit, but he is here now, and thank you for joining us at the beginning of Spooky Month.
Always a pleasure, and by always I mean this is the first time, but retroactively always.
Yeah, well, we'd love to have you on more. And Tario Frost says, "How you doing?" We're doing good. My computer did have a seizure for a sec, but I think we're all good now. And JC, how are you? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I've been looking forward to this podcast in particular for a while. I am a big fan of Golden Nova, so I'm always glad to create some content with him and everything. And like Jello said, this has been an idea in the making for longer than even before we reached out to Golden Nova. But it's good to see it come to fruition for sure.
All right. So guys, today we have quite a few things going on, and I would tell you very smoothly, but I had to close half of the applications I had open on my computer just to make sure that this kept going. So JC, could you please tell the chat what we are going to talk about today?
Okay, so first off, the most exciting thing about this episode of the podcast is we're starting off with an interview with Golden Nova, get to know him a little better and all that good stuff. Next up on the itinerary is that we are going to talk about card lore because specifically since we have a person who delves into card lore, Jello and I thought it'd be great to utilize him as utilize his mind asset as efficiently as possible while we have him on. We're going to talk about rush duels in America, exceeds in Duel Links, delayed product, and finally rounded off with some more random format stuff with a speed duel talk about things, but we'll get into that a little later. So that's what we're going to be talking about today on my little Word document right here.
All right. Sounds like a good cooking show, don't you think, guys? Anyway, so let's get straight into the interview because my computer decided to waste the first 20 minutes of the show. All right, so if for those of you who have not seen our other guest episode, JC, Theater YGO, and I are going to be picking Nova's brain a bit so that we get to know him better, but more importantly, so you guys get to know him better. So JC, take it away.
Okay, so first off, Jello, do you think it'd be cool if we like bounce between our questions, like I ask and then you ask like that? Okay,
definitely.
Cool. Okay, so first question, and I think it's very fitting that this is the first question. What is the origin of the name Golden Nova, and how long have you used that as like an online like username, persona, alias kind of deal?
Oh boy. Okay, so let's wind the clock back. We're talking middle school age Nova. Yu-Gi-Oh has been like an interest of mine, but video gaming has always been like my prime thing that I've expressed myself. I play a lot of them. I talk a lot about them. But not knowing how to make any of that, I had to figure out another thing to be creative with. So the first thing I went with was fan fiction.
Oh.
Pause for effect. Now I like the name that I used where I posted that, but when I transitioned from that to being on Gaia Online, I wanted to have a similar name but not the same one. So I started modulating some parts of the old one, and that ended up being Golden Nova 989. And then, drop the numbers, put a Yu-Gi-Oh on there for branding purposes.
I feel that.
So now, the folks at home, now you have all the clues you need to find my cringy 10-plus-year-old... no, I'm not going to say what show it is either. That'll be another mystery on the thing. But there you go. Enjoy your search.
All right. So my first question for you is... you're known for your lore, archetype, and top X list videos. Knowing the vault of cards, like the sheer number of cards that we have in the game, how do you go about choosing the cards to, put in the videos and so on and so forth? Especially for lore videos and your top 10 list, because, the longer the game goes on, the harder it is to choose stuff, right?
Yeah, when it comes to the analysis videos, a lot of it comes down to just search engine optimization. What's the thing that everyone's talking about right now? Very, very, very cynical. But whenever I'm like caught up, that's when I can be all like, what's some weird stuff I can talk about now? Like, I don't know, let's do Gladiator Beast Explained now that there's not 8 different drops from Blazing Vortex now. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the top X videos, that's me sitting down in front of a computer and opening up a Yu-Gi-Oh card database, searching that number and going like, oh, okay, yeah, no, not putting Mystical Lamp in there. That's no. Lane Cross, you're number 1. I don't even. Who's gonna fight me on that? No one. So I'm very glad that resource exists now. I imagine. Isn't that like a fairly recent addition that we didn't have like an online official resource for all of that until recently?
I have no idea because I actually didn't start playing. I actually didn't start playing again until I want to say late March. So Yu-Gi-Oh database was always sort of there for me.
Like a friend.
Yes, just like a friend, the best friend. And the second part of that question: how do you come up with the puns and archetype-related jokes that you like to throw in? Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
Because that's one of the main draws for me. Besides the analysis, is just the ability to make jokes or just be punny in your videos while just being nonchalant about it.
I think a lot of that comes from something that everyone can have, and that's just like life experience. I wish I had like a specific formula for it, but I pick up just like watch a lot of media, eventually a lot of just references just kind of settle in the crevices and be like, I'll just, this word is this word, and I'll plug that in together, and hopefully make a couple people chuckle, and maybe someone will groan and be like, "Ugh, not this again." Out of here.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess it also helps that I did theater in high school.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess that helps like break down some of the barriers of being like, this is so stupid. I'm gonna go with it. Is that like yes and approach to improv type thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, I'm gonna like it, and then I'm gonna find an audience of people who like that too, and maybe it'll stick. That's
nice. I did a lot of theater as well in university because I was a literature major before I got into linguistics. So I understand all the joys of improv. It's so
Heck
fun.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing something in front of a live audience and you say something that wasn't in the script, and the person who has to respond to you just looks at you for a few seconds like, I don't remember that.
Okay, I'm doing this live.
All right, JC, you're up.
I want to say that the theater in JC Theater YGO is from high school theater, so I'm glad we're a bunch of thespians hanging out here right now. That's a pretty cool coincidence, but theater. For my next question, so I need to set up the scene a little bit.
Okay.
So when I think of GoldenNovaYugioh, I look at his channel and I see, okay, first public video like available, was posted on March 15th, 2018, Vampires Explained. And I see the growth and I'm like, wow, he deserves it. It's amazing. It makes sense. It's a relatively new channel, 2-ish years old, right? Like I'm doing math right. Like almost like 2.5 years old, right? Like it's a good steady growth and everything. And then I stumbled upon through my findings that there is an earlier video on a different channel from February 28th, 2010. Now, I'm not going to name the channel or anything. That is in the past, just like it, and it links directly to your fan fiction site as well. So, if anyone finds those things, you will have a treat. But it doesn't actually. Just letting you know. But because of this question is based off of the fact that you have been in the Yugi tube, not only Yu-Gi-Oh, but Yugi tube sphere for quite a bit of time. You've seen it kind of grow. So over time on Yugi tube, what do you think are some of the biggest changes you've noticed both in yourself as a Yu-Gi-Oh player and a Yugi tuber or a content creator and just a member of the community? And also, what changes have you seen in the community as a whole?
This might be confirmation bias because now I'm actually doing more of it and I'm being more involved in the community. But it feels more like Yugi tubing personalities are actually networking on all levels. Like in our kind of sphere, we have something like the Coalition of Scrubs, where like 8 Yugi tubers are all constantly working with each other and bouncing ideas off and trying to do the best they can with all that info. Mm-hmm. All the way up to people like Nim Nim and Simo and MBT and DZ, all that kind of stuff. And it's honestly really cool because, and these are 10-year-old memories, so, bear with my crusty web mind. But it felt back then that it was a lot more confrontational. And that might be an evolution of the internet as a whole. But it felt like people had like territories on like, I'm the Yu-Gi-Oh person of this area, and if you talk about my spell books, I'm the spell book person, how dare you, kind of thing. But now it's just like, nah, man, we're just all trying to get by nowadays. If everyone, Armed Dragon Thunders just came out, everyone talk about it now. It's like, okay, you got it, I've got it, we've got it, it's cool.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Nim Nim commented on every sealed only video and was just like, what are you doing? Why are you
excuse me?
I feel like I get that a lot. Like, do you even Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh man.
Yeah, so community wise, and also I can't not mention the absolute surge that's been happening with the Harpy Lady podcast with people like Tracy Cakes and Fifth Rate and Alexis. making a move towards bringing visibility to women in Yu-Gi-Oh. We've had a few spurts of it beforehand, but I feel like this is the most concerted effort we've ever had, and this is great.
It is great.
Yeah, definitely shout out Tracy Cakes. Yeah, exactly. Shout out Tracy Cakes, because my sphere of just seeing things happen in the community is mainly Twitter. And I see her spearheading it all the time. Of course, many other people are involved, but like specifically, I've been just like seeing a bunch of stuff from her. So, shout out her for sure.
Yeah. And just one little shout out in the chat. Relinquished Soul says, "Wow, JC Theater does his research." Yes, he does. I would not be understating it if I told you guys that this show floats on the back that is JC, because I cannot do research for my life. But yeah, big shout out to JC as always.
Yeah, JC Theater Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're listening right now, we love you.
Oh wait, guys. Okay, so I'm a big fan of the podcast. I actually am the top Patreon supporter. So because I'm the top Patreon supporter, I'm able to sit on these podcasts. So thank you for having me on. Thank you. I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Love to have you on, man. Love to have you on. Thank you for gracing us. So Porcelain is also in the.
Hi, Porcelain.
In the chat. Feels like she is the only one that can legally talk about Invoked.
That's true. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a gamer fact.
Yeah, that is very true.
Like I talked about earlier about it, like everyone's like, okay, we're talking about stuff. No, Invoked is now the property of Porcelain. That's how it goes.
Don't touch her boy Alistair.
Mm-mm. It will not do.
Or will I? Wait, give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
He's right. Never mind. I have a stack of cards right with me, and I swear that I had. There he is. Ugh. There we go.
He's hostage.
Let me stroke Alistair a little bit. There we go.
That boy.
Alistair is mine now.
Yeah.
All right, so
I really wish I knew how to do more editing stuff, because all I want to do is just do an edit of that Aqua Teen Hunger Force where Alistair's like, "Behold!" and then it's like every invoked creature. Sir Purgatrail looks like it's dying. No, it's three of them. They're powerful.
Yeah. I used to love that show as a kid. I can't remember anything about it anymore. But I can't even remember his name. But I love I love the French fries. I forgot his name.
Oh, there's Master Shake, there's Meatball. No, okay.
Never mind.
I'm so sorry.
Porcelain says, "No, don't touch him."
It's my
Frylock, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh,
Gosh,
that
was
killing
me.
Allowed me to quickly search Aqua Teen French fries.
CIA agent goes, what's that search? Oh, anyway.
All right, so let's go into my last question. I only had two because I have the foresight to know that my computer would screw us over for 20 minutes. So, my second question is, well, it's not really, yeah, it is a question, but I did tune into your stream once, and you were playing Duelist of the Rose, and it looked really interesting, but I couldn't understand what was going on from my life. So, how do you Duelist of the Rose?
Okay, so, this is the comprehensive rule set.
Okay.
So you've got your deck of cards.
Uh-huh.
But you have a commander.
Okay.
And they're kind of like your regular game piece on the board.
Uh-huh.
Every turn you draw up to 5 cards, and you can play a certain number of them based on, like, I think it's a level resource you gain every turn, so it's kind of like mana. You can move your commander across the board like 1 space every turn. You play all your cards face down, so everything's like a big secret. Is it a monster that's going to flip up and do a lot of damage? Is it a trap card that's going to blow stuff up? Monsters can, like, if it's like a equip spell that's not meant for them, an opponent's monster can walk over it and just obliterate it from existence. It's a bunch of weird stuff. And my favorite thing is that all of the commanders have like a military rank, and they can increase it to gain more passive abilities. So like Pumpkin is a commander you can get, and it starts out being absolute garbage. Turn by 100, so you just stall out until you have a bunch of like 4,000 crawling dragons, or zombie dragons beating the crap out of someone. But you can't gain experience points towards increasing your rank if you're the commander. You have to be a card in the deck, and you have to fight with that, and that's how it gains ranks. It's so convoluted. And I love it. And I hate that I love it. But it's so good.
Yeah. That could go on forever and ever and ever now. But
no, yeah, we could. Like there's weird like remember in Duel Monsters when Crush Card Virus was the big thing? Like, oh my gosh, that's gonna destroy every deck.
Yeah.
There's the tiles have different like field effects. So like one's field, one's labyrinth. There's specifically a crush tile that destroys anything that's a specific attack power higher than it. And like just because it came out around the same time as that was the big hype, it's so crazy.
Jeez. Let's see. So, Porcelain, I'm so sorry. Here's your boy back. Here's your boy back.
No.
Death Machine says he's gonna go. So.
Jello, I'm unable to hear you.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah, I'm getting that audio thing.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, Death Machine...
Porcelain was doing something.
Yeah.
the only explanation.
Yeah, just jinxed the thing. But, Death Machine, I'm sorry we weren't able to really get to your messages, but if there is anything you want to talk about, you can just DM me, you know, that my DMs are always open. And Relinquished Soul is asking, Duelist of the Rose lore video when?
Oh boy, you know, if you go to www.patreon.com/GoldenNovaYugioh, we don't have a tier for it yet, but
pay for my monsters and migraine pills.
I think. Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
that's what I'm looking forward to most of. Like, if I can get to that point where this is my life, there's going to be explained, there's going to be field test, and that wild card third video that I can make is just going to be all like, you want to sit down and listen? I got the rule book for Duels of the Roses. You sit down. About to learn some stuff.
All right. And, JC, what is your last question?
So, same kind of essence as my previous question, but what, if any, are some takeaways or lessons that you learned from your first channel that helped you with this one? Are there like any mistakes you like avoided doing, or anything that you're like, oh, I'll do this instead of this, or stuff like that?
I avoid live action like the plague because that stuff is way too hard to edit. There's that. Now I'll probably do it eventually, but I gotta really dig down on how to do that because making it look good consistently is a chore, especially when you have like a studio to work in.
Mm-hmm.
Another takeaway, I learned that clapping back on YouTube is not an effective way to spend your time. It's like as a little nugget for anyone who wants to do more of that investigative work. There was a time where I was like, oh, I'm gonna roast this guy for being mean to my Yugi tubing friend here, and they were just a complete expletive. Don't like him. 10 years later, they're now Yu-Gi-Oh! Paisano, and it's like it weirds me out every time I see it. It's like what? I'm glad that you spent the last 10 years working on a card shop and doing that. I'm like, oh, cool. I've just been here getting around not doing anything but playing Final Fantasy 15.
I will say, humble brag here. I was aware of that. I did see the comments. It's weird because a lot of the back and forth is on that old channel's like what is it? It's not on videos, but it's like the comments section on the channel itself. I don't know if they, because it's like 10 years old, right? So
Yeah.
I saw that. I didn't want no bad blood here. You know, we're good. But I saw that and I was like, that's really crazy. Like I'm in a Market Watch group on Facebook. I see this guy post and stuff. It's really insane. But yeah, I saw that. I know exactly what you're talking about. But
and I don't know anything about the guy right now.
Yeah,
like I,
yeah.
you know, I took a cursory look. It's like, oh, okay, cool for you assess. But back then, man, I thought I was such the hot mess. I thought someone on the internet was going to be like, oh no, they said a bad thing about me. Someone stop now.
So guys, this just reinforces my statement of JC's research being the backbone of this show. He already knew. He didn't have to go after this. He already knew.
Jello, you got the whole streams thing set up. Don't be giving him all the credit. Come on, advocate for yourself.
I got the visuals. So
that's right.
Yeah, I didn't know how to bring up the chat to view this on the YouTube video at the beginning of this video. So we all have our strengths, and we
complementary.
That's
skills.
what it's all about. Teamwork. Dabs.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that is it for the interview. So let's get straight into the card allure, shall we? All right. So what do you have cooking for us, or how was this supposed? Oh, sorry for that.
Do we want to talk about Genesis Impactor stuff, or do we want to go into the like the process thing?
Probably the process. That would be more interesting for me personally. What do you think?
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was actually really glad that we want to talk about this because I didn't really think about what that was, so it forced me to crystallize exactly what I did to get to my conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've got it down to about 3 basic steps.
Okay.
The first one is just initial connections. Just any pop culture or historical things that I've remembered. Get the pens out, kids. It's less exciting. Just anything that initially jumps out to me. Whenever Zoroa came out, and that was revealed for Magistus, in connection with the fact that all the other mages of the Triumvirate are based on real life references.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, Zoroa sounds like Zoroasterism, which is
I've heard
the oldest. For anyone who doesn't know, the oldest practiced religion on the planet. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty neat. So, unfortunately, I don't know or feel comfortable saying anything about it because I know nothing about it. So it's just that exists. That's there. Hopefully, in the future, there's more connective tissue that can help figure out why all of them are specifically named after real world stuff, or if it's just reference go brrr. So step 1 is just whatever jumps out first. Second is check Wikipedia, because someone else has done step 1 for me already, and they're a nice enough person to post that somewhere where we can publicly gain access to that. Mm-hmm. With the Twins Explained video that just came out Thursday, mm-hmm. I had no idea that evil twin networks were a thing, and now the idea that they're VTubers and international super thieves actually makes sense to me now. And I dig that. Cool. So once again, thank you, whoever does the editing there. Reach out to me and you will get all the credits. So there's initial reactions, researching Wikipedia, and the last one, which is the most fun for me, is pulling up high-res images of the card, and then just scanning that, and then comparing attack values, how effects work, levels, just anything that might have a connection with another card. When it came to Tri-Brigades a while ago, I didn't notice that blue ribbon that they're all wearing somewhere until I had the high-res images. Like, wait a sec. What's the significance of this? Is this like their signifier? What's going on? You would never know that from like the dinky images that first come out. So that's really fun. And then you have stuff like with True Draco, I remember correctly, like the Master Pendulum and Luster Pendulum. Yeah, they're the same. And then there's Vector. They all have that weird, like, we're 1850 attacks. Like, oh, cool, thanks for making us do even more math in tournaments than we actually have to. Yeah. But then they have those released for a whole year, and then Morphages come out, and they all have 50 attacks on there, and you read, like, I think one of Vector's where it's like, he's using Draco Necromancy or something. It's like, oh, what? He's turning these things into more of him? Or... And then he like undoes the cloak and he has the same kind of like eyes, kind of like, oh no, it all the meme of like I've got to figure it out.
Or the Sheldon one, like, I don't need sleep, I need answers.
I need answers. Yeah, so it's just really cool getting a handle on like the high res arts and seeing all the fine details that they put in there. Which is a godsend considering that they just refuse to update some kind of like story notes on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. So I'd be lost without those artists. Thank you to artists. Please come on me. If I can have you for a moment. Please credit your artists. Like, you have space. Come on.
I second that.
Because very, very small tangent. Two small tangents real quick. I notice a whole genre of Magic the Gathering YouTubers who do like talk about whole spans of like cards that share an artist, and it's so interesting to see. And it's like, obviously you can do, it's possible, but I don't want to like have to actually try to research to see like, oh, the artist who did like this card and see what else they did, you know, like that. So it'd be so much easier and so much nicer. And another thing about the high res images, I know it's not just him, but shout out Alan Mac 95.
Yes, Alan, thank you.
Alan McTavish. I see him on posting on Facebook as well. When I saw and I connected it to like an actual person, it blew my mind a little bit. But I don't know how he does it. I don't know how the people in general like get these high resolution pictures like that. But
I want their secrets.
Yeah. Like, do they fill in stuff themselves? I mean, they have to, right? Like, I literally don't know the process, but it's very amazing to see those.
Definitely. Let's put our tinfoil hats on for a sec, and let's say that he's the one that has to print everything, so he gets all the high res. You know,
he works. His dad works for Konami.
We found it out, guys. The conspiracy has been exposed, and yeah, Alan's dad works for Konami, and that's
Mr. Mac.
Yeah, Big Mr. Mac. You know, like, I don't know if it's just me, but every time I hear the name Mac, I gotta put big beside it. You know, big, not for the sandwich, but you know, it's like one of those pimp names. You know, my name's Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is my personal bodyguard. This is Little Mac. He likes Punch Out. He's not actually Little Mac, though. He just likes it. I don't know why he does that to himself.
Speaking of, just a super quick thing. I'm not going to let anyone react to this. But if you have seen the latest addition to Smash Bros. Ultimate, Steve from Minecraft, that was hilarious. Anyway.
Kirby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yes.
That's the most important
part. Oh, my God.
And he can do the block things. Yeah. Again, no more react. Yeah. This isn't a Smash Bros. podcast, but if this does well enough, we'll see.
Yeah, maybe we can branch out other stuff. Maybe. It'll be called, we're going to have to change the name, because In the Yugiknow really only works for Yu-Gi-Oh. Anyway, let's see. So we're still in card lore. Is there anything that you wanted to tell the chat without, you know, spoiling any of your videos so that still feel compelled to go to your channel?
I want to wait for some more cards to come out for Magistus.
Okay.
Because it took like Tri Brigade coming out for the Dogmatica stuff to really like click.
Mm-hmm.
With Magistus, it's like, okay, here's 3 of them. We're gonna hype them up. Oh, here's this 4th one. You've never heard about him. He has no connection with anyone. Maybe he's dead. Maybe we're in an alternate timeline. I'm hoping that like Blazing Vortex still has reveals and there's stuff in there, or the next Corset. Because I'm like, you can't do that to me specifically.
Yeah. Don't
As
do
the
that
only-
to Nova.
The only person who's ever talked about lore. Don't tell Rogue Theory about this, but no. Yeah, it hurts to like know that there's 3 that have a specific thing, and they made an odd one out, and I'm like, I can't. Come on.
Who are you?
What is your Are you incandescent fire lord? Give me your secrets.
Do you become Chalice Slime?
Are you
Are you Chalice Slime? Is that why they
Welcome
had you
to
in a
Card
ritual circle?
Theory. By the end of the day, you're gonna find out that Zorua being Chalice Slime isn't all that it's cracked up. That's not a pun. Come on, you can do better than that, Nova. Anyway, go to the next slide.
All right. Okay, so I think we're good with card lore, guys. If you want to check out anything else, you already know where to go. Go check out
Rogue Theory.
Yeah. www.youtube.com/Rogue Theory. It's the one-stop shop for card combos, lore, and JoJo references. It's easy.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was going to say. But anyway, let's let's go. Let's get into. I'm so sorry, JC. What do we have next? Oh, I can't hear anybody. Hold on. I can't hear anything. What is wrong?
I guess. Sure.
It's a great place for me. I put my name on it. It's informative to me. So.
What did you put your name on?
Good job.
I said, okay, cool. Yeah, your audio's back, and I was just saying, since I did cut you off and make the Rogue Theory joke, I just wanted to make it clear, Golden Nova's channel is, I'll put my name on it, that it is quite informative, and you actually learn things. Like, whenever I mention, because my mind always goes to using card art to kind of make the stories and, like, weave them together, and every time I think of it, the mental image is the blue ties that Golden Nova mentioned with Tri Brigade, because I did not notice that, of course, because I wasn't looking at the high-res images probably, but yeah, so definitely check out his lore stuff and other stuff too. But sorry, Jello, continue with what you were saying.
Oh no, I just my audio just cut off like completely. I couldn't hear anything. So what do we have next? We have Rush Duels, I believe.
Rush
right?
Duels, yes. So
Okay.
I know.
Fast.
So the big schism between the TCG and OCG isn't the ban list, it isn't the literal different card pools in general, but it is the fact that they have Rush Duels and we have Speed Duels. But Rush Duels officially were trademarked in the US, I believe. I don't know how laws work, so I don't know if that also extends to like if it's like a North American trademark or anything like that, but I can confirm at least the US. So what are your guys' thoughts on Rush Duels in general, and also specifically the news that they may be coming to the TCG audience?
Well, I just have to say, as a Canadian, if it's only
Yeah.
the United States, I will be very angry.
Rush Duels will only be Shonen Jump promos. The whole deck with
my life.
your
Why you do this to me?
The Shonen Jump books, like you open it up and there's like a carved thing in there in the center where the structure deck is. Like, cool, promo deck. Cool.
Damn it. But yeah, I do like the aesthetic of the new cards. I'm one of the I wouldn't say few, but I'm one of sort of like in the divide of liking the new card art and the new system, because it does let you feel like Yugi and Kaiba back in the day, where they would literally put out their strongest monsters for no reason. Like, I'll maybe they'll let me attack the moon for once. So we'll see. But yeah, the rush aspect of it does sort of make it a little more enticing, because I haven't watched the anime, so if somebody in the chat who wants to correct me, then they by all means can. It just looks a lot more engaging. There is a lot more back and forth when being able to summon your entire hand onto the field. And not to mention dual discs. I want one of those 7's dual discs. Those look so cool. Yeah.
So
it's
good.
not even. Don't give me the cards, okay? Like if the cards don't get released in Canada for some reason,
just the merchandise.
Just give me a dual disc, Konami, please. But anyway, that's all the insight that I have for Rush Duels.
I can't wait for it to be released here so that I will be forced to know what is actually meta in Rush Duels. Because I see a bunch of card releases that I'm all like, oh, that does 300 burn damage because you set a card from your graveyard to the bottom of your deck. That's has no relationship to the game I'm familiar with. But I want to know, because like Jello said, the ability to just get to the fun part of your deck without having to go through like this convoluted combo system.
Yeah.
Sounds great. I dig.
I definitely feel you on whenever a card's released and it's like a normal monster. I don't even know like what stats are good, like for what's worth running versus stuff. But yeah, that's definitely I'm so far removed with the mechanics and I mean not the mechanics, but just like you said, what's meta and what you should play. But the artwork, I know it is a point of contention a little bit, but I will say that I like them as well. I know Yu-Gi-Oh players have always been not always, but there is a voice in the Yu-Gi-Oh community for people who want the borders to change up, want full arts, want alternate arts, which Konami has been doing, which I'm very grateful for, especially in recent times with the alternate arts like Stratos and stuff coming out. Of course, we haven't seen it, but I don't know.
I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah. I hope it's not like. I mean, I hate to go negative, but I hope it's not like a weird like flat, like like a static weird. Like I don't know. I hope it
like a bestiary thing. Like
Yeah.
Oh no.
Checking one
and
time
just
of the
as like
street.
a callback like to bestiary. Like oh boy.
Oh my god. I hate that card's art so much.
He's just like, I have no personality.
Exactly.
His name.
I'm about to cross the road. I'm gonna both ways.
I was
keep
once
asking why.
Bestiary, look out! Dark Arm Dragon's driving a truck.
Huh?
Oh no! He has AirPods in. He can't hear. Oh man, that was some old format feels. God, I gotta. Gotta find my maliciouses now to vent them.
Gotta pull out the third malicious from the old Yugi vaults to look at.
Yeah, but then that means we have to trade in Stratos, and I don't know how I feel about that. So.
Well, no, wait a sec. So E-Telly was at 3 then, and E-Telly's at 3 now. I mean, they call it Rapid or whatever the Rocket one is, but it's E-Telly. Maybe it's a resurgence to the old ways.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness! I just realized.
Quick launch. There we go.
Yeah. Rapid Trigger is the fusion spell, which one day will do something. I have a feeling it destroys to fusion summon. There's a synergy that has not been created yet, but I'm calling it now, today, on October 4th, that it will be good.
Day 1 of waiting for Konami to release a good Rapid Trigger card. The Fire King fusion monster you never knew you wanted.
In a world.
It can be vanilla. I don't care. Just
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked, and it's 8 o'clock. If my computer hadn't crapped out for 20 minutes, we would still be good. But let's see. Porcelain asks Alistar alternate art when Stratos. Wait for Stratos to get his. Porcelain, please. I need my boy. Since I can't have your boy, I need the boy that I still have to get his first. And Relinquished, thanks for dropping by. It's nice to have you.
Thanks for stopping by.
thank you.
Don't get Karibos in your eyes.
Oh, real quick, I
sting.
also saw. I saw Unfound Prodigy was in the chat a little bit ago saying
okay.
he forgot we were on, but he made it. So thank you for making it and remembering. Eventually, of course.
And speaking of Unfound, if you guys haven't checked it out, you can go on to JC's or Unfound's or Fuerte's channel to check out their hand shuffling showdown.
That was so good.
Yeah, El Toro approached me with that, and he edited that. He just asked for clips from all of us, and he edited that, and it's the best edited like live action thing I have on my my channel. Because also Havercard Man edited something for me as well. But I know I'm getting all the people editing things for my channel. I'm feeling like a real boss over here. But enough about me. Let's move on to bigger Yu-Gi-Oh news. That Duel Links has a whole new mechanic.
Wait, what is that? What do they do?
I heard it's something called XYZ.
Like the Kaiba thing?
Yeah. You know those dragons?
Both. Now I've seen everything.
But yes, Xyz summoning has come to Duel Links, and as a related point, actually, I managed to get my I managed to pull a Utopia last night, so that was really nice.
Yes!
I had enough for 2 packs, and I got a Utopia. I'm like, yay!
Outstanding.
Now I don't have to use Yuma's skill anymore. I can go back to using Jaden. But anyway, Porcelain says, I don't care about Stratos, I need husband content. Stratos is my husband, okay? I need husband content too.
It's the Husbando cinematic universe. It's just a bunch of husbands.
But anyway, what do you guys think about Xyz coming into Duel Links, and what cards do you think would be massively OP, and what cards do you think they should have in there sooner than later?
So I haven't logged in since they did the changes, so I've been kind of looking at it from afar, looking at like releases and stuff. And the 2 things that jumped out to me were that they made Tornado Dragon as part of like the initial wave, which seems like something you would lead up to after a while, but I guess everyone should have generic spell and trap removal in Duel Links now. And then they also added Teller Knights, but like good first wave Teller Knight stuff. Like, wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to build it right now.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I'll just sit on Delta Rose and be like, no, come on. What do you want to do? Tell me.
Exactly.
I'm not going to let you, but you can tell me. Go ahead. How many of those decks are running Red Eyes Fusion just for like, okay, turn 1, Red Eyes / Dragon, follow up turn, Altair, summon out what I sent, and then go into weird stuff?
I don't know, because right now I'm just doing I just Xyz into Susanoo and then put 3 Power of the Guardians on him.
Right, they put Susanoo there too. That was supposed to be a joke at the beginning of the stream. Oh my god.
But yeah,
I'm happy for that.
Yeah. It's so fun too. You put 3 Power of the Guardians, you let him attack your opponent's entire front row. Next turn he's like twice the size.
Oh right, because they trigger every attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's really fun.
That's bonkers. That's some full-on gargoyle stuff right there. I don't know what's going. Wow.
Ah, God. Anyway, JC, what do you think?
So I downloaded Duel Links in like years ago, and I never played it, and then I deleted it. I just I'm not a big fan of online Yu-Gi-Oh. It just doesn't feel right. The only exception is Yu-Gi-Oh World Championship 2010 Rise of Arcadia for the DS. That's what taught me how to use phases. So that specifically is the only technological way to play Yu-Gi-Oh. But I don't know hardly anything about Duel Links. I'm like even farther removed, seeing it from an outside perspective. Tornado Dragon, though, seems by all accounts a crazy inclusion to start off with. I think the biggest thing that I can say about this is just that I think it's naturally like it was going to happen eventually. And also, I think it is good that now you guys can get more like Xyz like archetypes in the game. But other than that, I don't know how it's. I mean, obviously, it's going to change the format probably dramatically. But yeah, that's my little 2 cents about it.
All right.
Getting Madolche stuff right now, everyone. Get it ready. They drop tiramisu. No one's gonna stop them.
Exactly.
Yeah. And burn damage.
Oh yeah.
That whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they halved almost everything.
Yeah,
almost though. What did they keep? Because I think
I don't know. I'm not
the Tellarknight one. I think it still has 1,000.
Yes, that's what. Because I think shout out the greatest content creator in the Yu-Gi-Oh space, Pain96. I think he tweeted something about it or retweeted something about how they hit the volcanic stuff, but not the what was it, Deltaros? You said I'm not too familiar with.
Yeah, I forget which one it is. It's not Procyon, but it's the one. I think it's Alham, the one with the bow. But yeah, it still just does. Lava Golem's halved. Gaga Cowboys is halved. Tellarknights, no, go ahead, have your 1,000. It's fine. It's only a quarter of the life total in this game.
Yeah. It's really weird how it's really weird how that mindset, or not really mindset, like how the teams behind Duel Links will have to do that every time something does get released in Duel Links. Because, like, I get that life points are at 4,000, but I mean, if you were gonna do that for burn damage, at some point they'd have to do it for like attack points at that point, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you can still OTK people, like just slap them real hard. But I don't know. Anyway, Sparks for 100 porcelain. Can you imagine? I love Sparks. I don't know why. It's one of those retro arts that I just love. It's just a spit of fire. Or is that Hinotama? I can't remember. Anyway, so segueing smoothly from our new product drops in a virtual Yu-Gi-Oh, we have a crisis on our hands that I alluded to at the beginning of the stream, but apparently no one heard me. Something so spooky this month. So spooky that it caused product opening channels like mine to start doing deck profiles. We have no products for 6 weeks.
Oh.
No new products for 6 weeks. Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
You feel that chill up your spine?
I do.
I think it's the lack of ice barriers.
It sucks. It was bad enough that they moved Gold Series back. And then when JC told me that the Spirit Charmer deck got pushed back too, I'm like, why? Why?
That was our only hope. I was gonna open like 50 of those just to get the same feel. Like
exactly. I'm like, why do they have to do this to us? I believe Mike something, Master Mikey Tuber mentioned it earlier. But yeah, we have no products for the next 6 weeks. I think the next thing that's coming out is Phantom Rage. So, what was there? Was there a new release date for Spirit Charmers, or did they just say it's getting moved back?
So Phantom Rage is November 6th, Gold is November 13th, and the Spirit Charmer was moved from middle of October to November 20th is the new one. And then also, I don't remember the first date, but the Speed Duel Battle City box was moved all the way to December. I think it was probably a November release, but since they're having everything else, they, pushed it back even farther. So, but those are all the pushbacks, I believe.
All right. So guys, ask for your 13th month pay in advance, because that's what you're going to need for November.
Basically.
Oh, my wallet is going to die. I'm not even exaggerating.
Distribution and logistics is so far ahead of, over my head. I don't know what the difficulties are or the barriers to doing that, but at the end of the day, when someone was like, okay, we've got this all figured out, we're going to release 3 neat.
My computer sucks. For those of you can hear me, my computer actually sucks. Okay, you guys are back.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes, it was 3 weeks. You were correct about the 3 weeks.
Okay, so yeah, it's like okay. I mean, let's see. I hope it goes well for him.
Yeah, because even like you think about like the vendors, both big and small, that just like open product, get it all sorted, list it and stuff. Can you imagine doing? I assume that's probably a big event, like especially if that's like your actual like job or business, and you have to do that back to back. To Spirit Charmer isn't necessarily a back because that's like not too much RNG, so you could probably like easily sort those. But still, like it's gonna be a rough month in November for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
R.I.P. wallets
now though too.
Yeah.
What was that, Jello?
What did I say?
I heard R.I.P. and then I don't know.
Yeah, R.I.P. our wallets.
Yeah. Sorry, Foldy.
Hopefully one day, if anybody is watching from Ridge Wallets, we are looking for sponsors. Anyway, Porcelain says.
I really hope that image isn't doctored because I legit want that gold rare Alistair.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, my other half in this this podcast is gone. But is there anything you want to talk to the audience about now that you have this little platform here, GoldenNova? About literally anything.
Yeah, hey folks. I just want to let everyone know in chat right now that it's okay to be a little silly and vulnerable around people. I know the internet's a tough place right now, and irony and cynicism reign supreme. But just if you got the time and you got the energy, make sure you give your fellow internet person just the benefit of the doubt and be like, "Hey, this made me feel really bad. Can you please stop?" You'd be surprised who will listen.
Very, very wise words. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have no idea what the topic was about, but I'll nod in agreement. Uh-oh, my sister's dog has entered the room, and I feel like he's going to start barking.
Doggo. Oh, wait, hold.
She's
sneak
not...
peek.
Aww.
Oh,
that is a Snow White dog there.
Yeah, she's not a people person, so she doesn't. She's not like.
Just gonna give it a little. Yeah, there we go.
This is cloud.
Good. Okay, thank you. Sorry I didn't ask beforehand, but that is.
It's all right.
Oh boy, that's always very awkward. I live in an apartment complex, and like people have dogs that they walk, and I see quite often, and it's always like, do I ask? Is it on a scale of 1 to 10? How much do I want to pet this dog right now? I want to like have that conversation with them, especially with like social distancing and stuff. It makes it even more awkward. And
yeah.
So my dog jumped off of my chair, and then his leg got caught in the cord of my headset and literally ran across the room with it. So
no.
Yeah. So
okay, we'll figure out how they can get into jump rope championships next year.
Oh gosh. Anyway, I believe that is everything, as we sort of segued into speed duels. So let's talk about that.
Oh, yeah. I hope that turns into a good drafting set.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, like we did mention, like Jello said, we kind of segued into it a little bit with discussing the product. Speed Duel Battle City Box has like 240 cards, like a little less. I know more than 200 cards in it. I think 8 of them are random, and the other like 230 are actually like the same throughout the entire, like every box, and it's like $30 or something. Like the price like blew my mind when I saw how much cardboard you could get, because we spend what, like $4 or $5 on like 9 pieces of cardboard. So
wait, JC, are you telling me that the prices that they set for thin cardboard squares is completely arbitrary? What?
No. I don't think they're shiny. That's the thing.
But they have the emboss. They have the Speed Duel trademark emboss on it.
They have the smell.
Yeah, they got the smell. And yeah, they got all that extra speed duel stuff going on.
But yes, so that like Golden Nova was talking about, this is like the, at least in my mind, correct me if anyone like knows from like the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, but this is like the closest thing to like I guess like battle packs, but like an actual like cube, I guess would be a better word for it.
Yeah.
Like just like a literal like, I don't know. I just really like it. I think that's a very smart thing. And honestly, at the end of the day, I think this is probably last hurrah. Like it'll probably link up with Rush Duels coming out, or like so they're just like we had all these cards planned, and we already spent money on this water marker to put speed duels on things. So we'll just add the god cards, and I think I don't know much about speed duels either, but if Jinzo hasn't been released, I think he will be, or something like that. But I know the god cards for a fact are being in that. But yeah. So how do you guys, how did Jello, you haven't mentioned how you feel about that yet?
I think it's really cool, if I'm being honest. Cause like it's $30, right? $30 for
I believe so. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So I don't have anything else to say about it, regardless of what's in it, because you're getting a lot, right? Mm. And it is for people who want to play more casually and don't have the time investment, the time to invest into playing the full board, right? And that's how I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh again with Speed Duel. So I think it's really cool that they have a more affordable box set coming out. And the only thing that I would like to see, I don't care if they were to like kick it up another $5-10, but maybe like a 2-player like cloth mat that they could throw in there. Ooh. Just because it's so small anyway, nice. Right? Like they could just slap Yugi and Kaiba's face on there or whatever, and that'd be fine. It doesn't really matter. They do that for everything else, and we still buy it. So, yeah.
And the bigness set of the box makes me think of like the Noble Knight set. Yeah, I think that's that's what my mind goes whenever I see like these bigger like sets and stuff. And that had like a playmat in it. I know it's like their rubber playmat, and it's not the It's better than the paper though. I was gonna say it's not the best quality, but it's actually pretty good. But that'd be great if they did cloth. But if they were, they'd probably do rubber. But regardless, that would be very nice to see.
Yeah. And Havre Cardman has joined the chat. Says it's nice to see Nova here.
Where?
Where is he? Where is he?
I'll find him eventually.
Okay, so Porcelain says that Roba's in the Speed Duel box.
Oh, so I think we got another audio drop.
He wasn't there.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah, dropped audio. But did you have anything else? Because I know you just mentioned that it was cool, the idea of it. Did you have anything else to say about the Battle City box?
Before we go back to it, I think Jello, did you get back on audio?
Did I?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we just hear you just now. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna like breathe like. But Porcelain says that Roba's in the dual box, Speed Duel box, so it would be weird if Jinzo wasn't in there. So
okay, that makes sense. That's what I was thinking, but
yeah. Okay, so I haven't played any Speed Duel personally, but there's a channel that I go to for my info on it. It's Rook's Table. Shout out to Rook's Table if you've seen that.
No,
yes. I've seen. I follow him on Twitter also, and that's actually how I found out about the Rush Duel thing as well. I don't know if he tweeted it or made a video, but I know he gave me the knowledge, from online. But so yes.
And yeah, speaking of, we made that joke earlier about how like we're not like a Smash podcast, but like they do like Smash like a casting for like events and stuff. And it shows, like, their voiceover is, like, I wish one day I could sound as smooth as that person. You go subscribe to Rook's Table. Go. When this is over, look them up.
I think I follow him.
They're Bob Rossing miniatures right now. You need to have this content in your life.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing if they're going to reinforce current archetypes, or if they're going to start making a whole bunch of new ones. Like, will they expand Gravekeepers? Because that was a really, really big archetype. Are they going to add, like, that fusion thing from earlier? That'd be pretty dope. Bugs. Actually, no, scratch bugs. I hated seeing everything about that. Just kind of Parasite Paranoid is a jerk.
Yeah.
It took my lunch money.
The days of when we used to duel Battle City style in the schoolyard.
Yes, my fusion monster counts as 2 tributes for my dark magician because it's 2 monsters.
Oh my gosh. House rules, everybody. You live them, you love them, you hate them, you play them anyway. Oh, my audio has cut off again. Give me a sec.
Earlier, so it looks like
we're making up for the parts that are quiet by giving you double when it's not.
Yeah, so the audio cut off, so I'm not sure if the viewers at home heard that. But Porcelain said bugs are great. What do you mean? What do you mean? Because there's a lot of M's, so me.
What?
Oh, wait. What is wrong with my computer, guys? Something is actually wrong with my computer. Okay, we're back.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm very excited to see how this evolves.
Whoops.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And they were trying to support it. Like I know I don't know what it is. It's been a while, but they like have something set up that I even like screenshotted and sent to my locals, and it was like you could do these challenges and get like speed duel stuff. Like yeah. So I don't know. They're still like, it's not like they like haven't touched it in like a year and then it just dies away, you know. So hopefully, I think that will be healthy to give like more formats. Since they don't really support or have really like formats that use just the normal cards, you know, and they kind of have to like make like new cards in a way for the different formats, but still.
Yeah, it does not help that they've like, okay, you can play speed duels, but only with these special speed duel cards. It's like, man, you're cutting off a whole supply base.
But I will say the cool, and also like 2 things with that. The first thing is, luckily it is quite a casual format. So in a way, if you're just chilling with friends, you could probably be like, this card is technically like legal in speed duel, you know. So they could probably like let you use it. And another thing is, I've always liked that you could use speed duel cards in the actual game. And that's like interesting for reprints and stuff, because it's like oh man, Senju, the monster ritual searcher, ritual monster searcher, he is, I think, highest rarity in speed duels at like super rare or something. So it's just interesting to see the reprints and also like the rarity bumps you get from it.
I do like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And DD Crow is also a promo in what do you call it, in the new starter decks that came out, the Yugi Pegasus one. You can get and it's gone again. Something is wrong. What is wrong with my computer? I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's happening.
That's what the pyramid means and nothing else.
What does the pyramid mean?
Doritos.
Oh.
And not the Illuminati.
Anyway, guys, we have been going at this for about an hour 22 minutes, and my computer is starting to die. So I think we should end with a little integrity before my computer completely just collapses.
the shut off, like the black screen, the little white, like.
Yeah, before it just dies. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish my computer was a little more not being a butt today. Anyway, yeah. So I think we've hit all the bases that we wanted to talk about for this week, and I had a lot of fun, a lot of fun talking with you guys.
You had a lot of fun. Check this guy out. I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Anyway, before the stream started, we all just a little peek into the behind the scenes of this, guys. I complimented Nova on his Dark Magician shirt. Yeah, as you can see, he has a very nice Dark Magician shirt. And
look at that.
JC came in a little while later with his guinea pig shirt, so they were both on brand, and I felt very left out. And for some reason, your camera is cutting off again, guys.
No.
Okay, Nova's back. JC, where are you?
I'm right here. I'll fold this back up again so everyone can,
so
I'll just.
There we go.
So you can see the shirt. I don't know if the shirt got it.
There you go. And so I felt peer pressured into wearing mine. So there's my Destiny Hero Dystopia shirt. Hopefully, all three of us will be getting some merch later down the line. That would be really fun to advertise. But yeah, do you guys have any last words? Oh, and the audio is cut off again. Wait, guys. Thanks. Thank you.
Slash
Okay.
slash casual card game. Because those mats are outstanding.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I will say, not to put you on the spot, Jello, but I do want to see the Sunriser with words on it. That is my favorite version. It is not there currently, but he has Sunriser, Dystopia, and Shadow Mist currently. My girlfriend really likes the Shadow Mist one.
Oh, really?
My favorite Sunriser with Sunriser.
With the letters. With the letters. Yeah. So I had it on. Because I sent them 2 applications because I was being very impatient and thing. And the first time I sent my application, I had sent one with the words and without the words. And then the second time that I sent it, I just sent it without the words, just to keep it a little more generic. But I will be putting that up later on. And nice. Porcelain, I just want to get these real quick. Porcelain, thank you so much for coming out. We're glad that you could finally come and catch one of our episodes. I'm so sorry for all the audio issues. Hopefully we'll be able to get those fixed in the future. And JC and Nova have cut off audio again.
Chugging along. It has not stopped chugging yet. So.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, are we back? Are you back?
Okay, yes. You were thanking Porcelain for coming out, and then you were like, thank you for, and then.
But yeah, so thank you for coming out. I'm just going to re-say this really quick. Thank you for coming out. I'm sorry that my computer sucks. There we go. And have a card, man. Please, if you want any hero stuff, check it out. I do have, you know what? I'm going to drop it tonight. I have a new Pixel Hero finished. And I'll post it up right after the stream. So
yes,
check that out. Do you guys have anyone else that you guys want to talk about, or did you guys already say it and I just lost it because of the audio?
I just want to say thank you, GoldenNova, for being on today. I'm glad that.
Oh wait, no! Why does this keep happening? Wait. Oh my gosh.
Live stream as well, so I'm sure you can understand some of the technical issues sometimes. But I really am grateful that you decided to come on here, and this was retroactively very fun and very great.
I was glad he's like, hey, do you want to join the podcast? And I'm all like, are you sure you want me?
Of course.
See me on? I'm a hot mess.
I guess.
But yeah,
no. 3 of us.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Jello, JC, GoldenNova, and your desktop. But no, yeah, thank you. No, because I really think both of you are really cool. I love how chill your pack openings are, Jello, and JC. look back on that cool plans video. I'm like, man, one day I'm gonna edit something that looks that cool. Like I'm gonna have like I'm gonna be able to move. I'm gonna be able to move things and not just PowerPoint click through all my stuff.
You should check out his Alistair engine evaluation. The intro to that video is hilarious.
Then I guess I know what I'm doing when this is concluded.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, and we lost him again. Hold on. Oh, and we lost him again. I'm so sorry, guys.
There's a lot that, yeah.
And hearing that means a lot to me. I'm gonna go.
Could you
shut
repeat
this
that? Because we lost all audio again.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
Who's starting?
JC.
Okay.
With what? What do I start? What was lost? Do you have any idea?
You wanted to thank someone, and then it cut off.
Oh, I wanted to thank GoldenNova for being on the podcast. This has been a really fun time. I will say, in a weird way, and don't take this the wrong way, but I'm glad it was you that we had on during any technical issues, since I know you are like a cool guy, and like you're not going to be like, oh man, these guys or anything like that. So I do appreciate that. And ultimately, like I've said multiple times today, I am a big fan of yours. So I'm glad that you were able to work with us on this, because this was retroactively really fun.
And before the audio cuts again, I'd just like to thank you as well. I know I've run the well dry, saying thank you for letting me do Amazon's Fusion for you, but it really does mean a lot. I told you in our pre-meeting, and I'll tell it to you again and to the chat, that if Nova hadn't done what he did for me with that piece of artwork, I would not have done any of the other weekly heroes that I've done. I wouldn't have done any of the other art that I've done. So thank you so much, Nova, for being on. Thank you as well, JC, for your extensive research and being my constant co-host on this podcast. And I am so sorry that today is the day that my computer decided to run on a hamster wheel. But yeah, and of course, thank you to the chat for keeping us engaged and for everything that you've been you've been telling us, and for all the tech issues that you've been calling out. It really does mean a lot, and I promise that next time my computer won't be dumb, I hope. And yeah, that is...
Love you, chat.
Yes, love you, chat. Thank you, Porcelain. Thank you, Fresh Pickle. Thank you, Havoc Heartman. Thank you to Relinquished Soul, who has already left. His soul has passed. Has gone. Death Machine, thank you for coming on. Master Mikey. Who else was there? Unfound Prodigy was here as well. Tario for showing up at the very beginning. He probably left pretty early because normally he has to get ready for work. And of course, we can't forget JC Theater Yu-Gi-Oh for being the first live chat person. And I can't hear you guys again. And it's gone. Anyway, guys, I'm going to cut it off here.
What has mankind wrought?
But anyway.
Yellow, you cut off right when you said we can't forget, and
okay. Okay, so we cannot forget JC Theater Yu-Gi-Oh for being the first person to chat in the live chat tonight.
That's right.
Huge shout out to him. We would not be here without him. Super huge proponent to this show, and I'd be lost without him. So that is it for this week's In the Yugi Know. Catch me next week, live stream. Gonna be drawing again. Catch GoldenNovaYugioh. Let me see how I'm supposed to do this because everything is mirrored on his channel. Does live streams every Friday. And JC, what do you have cooking for this week?
Man, I don't know. I might drop a video sometime this week or something. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do as a YouTuber.
But I don't know, man. There's also Among Us content among us, right?
Oh, we should play some Among Us if you guys have. That'd be really fun. I'm so good at that game. I'm so good.
Oh, good. I have no. I will die immediately. I'm the worst.
Oh, okay.
We have the three levels to work with here.
It'll be the three of us and our three significant others all just running around the same map.
Perfect.
It'll be awesome. Maybe we'll stream it. Maybe we won't because we might suck. So anyway, that is it for In the Yugi Know this week, guys. Catch us next week for episode 6. JC Theater YGO and I are gonna have a hard time thinking about what to talk about since we have no new news coming out. But yeah, we'll catch you then. Thank you for watching, and have a good night. Among Us stream, not sure when. We'll figure it out.
Bye, everyone.
That's a perfect ending. Goodbye.